Hello, my dear YouTube friends. Today, we're still in summer reset, but it's July the 5th. Happy 250th birthday to our country yesterday. Wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed it. Today, we're going to talk about starting fresh because from July to the end of December, we have 6 full months. So if you've been floundering, if you've been puttering, not that puttering's bad, it's a wonderful fun thing for women to do, but instead of doing your work, you've been puttering. If you find yourself coming short of what you think you could do, I want you to think about achieving your goals. And what are your goals? And how do you get to those goals? If you think of it like a brand new start, a rebirth, you've got 6 months. You know, when I mentor my women, and if you want to be mentored, come on over to Patreon. I'll be happy to mentor you. But when I mentor my women, I have them establish goals with me. And I usually ask them, what are your physical goals? What are your spiritual goals? What are your emotional goals? What are your family goals? What are your household goals, etc.? You don't have to have those kind of goals. It depends on what you want. But what do you want? Because getting those goals achieved is going to make you feel so good. So what I'd like you to do is sit down today with a pencil and paper and think, this is a brand new slate. Throw out yesterday. Don't say, oh, but I didn't because. I don't care. And you don't really care. We're going to start fresh from here. If you have limitations, make sure you work within those limitations. So if you have family over, make sure you're not doing these things when your family is staying for 2 weeks in your home. That's a vacation for you as well. But in those other times, for the rest of the year, really be consistent with what you want to achieve by doing it the way I show you to do it. We don't get there by blasting through rock. We get there by consistency. The dripping of water that wears away stone. What does that mean? What's a drop of water? It's a soft, little, insignificant thing. But when you do it over and over and over and over with consistency, over time, the rock wears away. So I want you to think of that when you're thinking of your goals. 6 months is a long time to accomplish goals. Think about the thing that's bothering you the most and what you want to do with that. It could be your whole house, it could be a particular room, but think about what you want to accomplish. Really sit down with your paper and write down what you want to accomplish. Now, I would like you to keep your house in order in the meantime, so you want to follow my plan, which is rituals or routines. Every morning you get up and you wash your face. That's the beginning of a brand new day. You moisturize your skin, you brush your teeth. If you're going to wear makeup, put a little makeup on, fix your hair, wipe out the sink, swish the toilet. I know that sounds disgusting and like something you don't want to do, but do it anyway. Fight your old self and do it. It just takes a moment. And the way it makes you feel when you overcome yourself by doing something as little as spraying the sink and wiping it out, or spraying the toilet and swishing the brush around a couple times. I am not talking about cleaning the toilet, the outside, the crooks, all those things, the little cracks and crevices. I'm not talking about cleaning your surfaces around the sink or even polishing the faucets. I'm just talking about wiping the sink out and swishing the toilet bowl. By doing that, you're going to accomplish something that gives you strength to go on. So every morning, get up and do that. Then get your clothes on. Make your bed. Walk in the kitchen, empty the dishwasher. Put a load of laundry in. Do a clutter stop. If you don't know what a clutter stop is, it's simply looking around to see things that have been left out since you went to bed, probably nothing, and picking them up and putting them away. Or having the person who did it pick it up and put it away. That is a clutter stop. It prevents future clutter. It doesn't matter if the place that you're having the clutter stop is a mess. It looks like a bomb went off. You've got things, in the corners. Maybe yours isn't that bad. Maybe yours is worse. It's all okay. You're okay. You're forgiven. Forgive yourself and say, you know what? I'm not going to blame anyone else. I'm not going to blame myself. This is the situation I find myself in. I'm a person of strength. I'm a person of intelligence. I'm a person who knows how to get things done. I'm going to quit being a perfectionist, because perfectionism is the little kernel, the little pea under your mattress, the little kernel that irritates to the point that you actually fail. So there is no perfectionism, because the truth is there is no perfection. There isn't. So I just want you to do a good job. That's all I want you to do. And I want you to say, okay, I'm talking about the room. Let's say the room is blown up, right? And then you're doing a clutter stop. What does that mean? Does that mean you have to go in the corners and declutter everything and spend hours in this room? Absolutely not. Again, it's just the things that have been left out in the last couple of hours and putting them away so that you can actually stop clutter where it is. And then as you work on that clutter, when you're doing your 15 minutes in the zone, 4 days a week, or if you're a payroll homemaker, 1 hour on Saturday, it won't re-clutter. It's stopping the clutter so that you can, let's do it this way. It's stopping the clutter. So no clutter piles up on it. It's stopping it. And instead of piling up, it's going to go backwards. So let's say this is where your clutter is. You take a layer of clutter away, and another layer of clutter away, and another layer of clutter away, and soon you have no clutter. If there's no new clutter piling on it, that's why I call it a clutter stop. Okay? All right. So do your clutter stops 3 times a day. I know that's asking a lot of you, but you are a strong, intelligent, capable woman, and you can totally do a clutter stop. If you are in a wheelchair, you can do a clutter stop. You can wheel yourself over and say, well, this is where I dropped that. Get your grabber and pick it up. Put it in your lap, roll where it goes, and put it away. I know it's a lot more work, but you can do it. Or if you are immobile and your family's making the mess, you can say, Charlie, come here. No, I don't need anything from you. I'm fine. I just want to point out that there's some clutter in this room that I know the room is a mess and I'm going to get to it. But for now, I just want you to pick up your shoes and go put them in your closet. That's if you're talking to a child. If you're talking to your husband and he's Charlie Sr., Charlie, come here. Honey, you left your fly fishing stuff on the table. Can you please put that away? I'm truly making an effort to get the house clean, and those kinds of things add to the clutter that I'm trying to get rid of. Okay? All right, so you be kind, but you be firm. Firm but kind. All right, so that's what I want to talk to you about today. It's achieving your goals and how to get there. So you start with doing the routines. The next thing, which is rituals, which is what I've just talked to you about. The next thing is to do your zone work. So this week we're in zone 2, which is the kitchen. So if you are, and I don't care which zone you work in, divide your house into 5 zones, but I'm always going to give you a zone to work in. So this week I'd like you to work in your kitchen if that suits you. If that's not where you want to go and you want to work in the living room, that's fine, but we're going to talk about the kitchen. So go into your kitchen and do 4 15-minute units in that kitchen. 4 15 minutes. So that means take a drawer. You're going to work on the hidden clutter first. I know there's clutter all over the counter, but where are you going to put it if you don't get rid of the hidden clutter? Inside the pantry. Maybe have a butler's pantry. Maybe have a place in the garage with a shelf that things need to go on. That's what you're going to clean first, so that when you get ready to put your crock pot away, which you use once a week, not every day in this example, you will have a place to put it when you get to that point. But for now, we're going to work on the hidden clutter. 4 15-minute units a week, or if you're a payroll homemaker, 1 hour on your day off on Saturday in the morning. Get it done quick. This is not something that you will delegate. Decluttering is your job, unless you are immobile. This is something that you will do. If you are immobile or in some way incapacitated, maybe you have help. Maybe you're not incapacitated, but you have help. The help would be doing the cleaning, unless you're immobile. And if you are immobile, then you would tell the person who is doing it, hey, today I really like to work on my junk drawer. I'm going to come over there, or take me over there so I can look with you and tell you what I want to keep in there and what I want to get rid of. Okay? And if you're doing it on your own, just have a little chat with yourself and say, this is what I want to keep. This is what I want to get rid of. Remember, there's 3 things. It's throw it away, give it away, or put it away. Could be in the junk drawer, could be in another area. But that's what you're going to do. All right? And there are some parameters about what you're going to keep. You need to use it, love it, want it, or need it. Those are 4 things. And this is critical, have room for it. So if you love it, but you don't have room for it, but you love it, well, declutter and see if you're going to have some room for it when you're done. If not, if you want a streamlined home, you can't keep everything you love, because you may be a person who loves everything, and then you're stuck because you're just spinning your wheels in the mud. You're going to have to learn to be an intelligent woman and let go of some things. You will love your house so much more than those individual things once they're gone. You will love your home, and that's what I want for you. I want you to love your home. I want it to be streamlined. I want you to be able to find things and know where things go. That's the goal. So today, write down your goal for the end of the year and start working on it this week by following the plan, the rituals, the zone work, and the last thing is your basic weekly plan. And that's what day do you do what on? That's constant. That happens every week. So the plan that I have, the standard plan, which again, you can deviate as long as you get everything done during the week. You need to do your weekly home blessing hour, which is just a tiny clean. It takes an hour. You can delegate parts of it. It's vacuuming, mopping, emptying garbage cans, wiping glass, dusting, and changing your sheets. Each one of those things, I don't want you to spend more than 10 minutes total on. So if you want to vacuum and you want to vacuum 5 rooms, you get to spend 2 minutes in each room hitting the high spots. But at the end, when you've gotten it all done, the same with dusting, emptying the garbage, you just empty all the little garbage cans, stripping your bed, putting the sheets in the wash later on, putting the sheets back on your bed. Don't worry about folding them and get another set out. That's a big old mess. Put those fresh sheets back on your bed over and over and over and over again until they wear out. And then you can use a second set that you might have on your shelf. Finally, mopping. Mopping is just for the weekly home blessing hour. It's just for the kitchen and the bathrooms. So you're going to spend 3 minutes doing a quick mop of the kitchen and 2 minutes in each bathroom, doing a quick mop. That, when you're done, is going to feel so much better. Even though you have clutter, even though it's not deep cleaned, even though you see smudges on the doors and smudges on the walls and smudges on the windows, how much better does it look to have it done that way? And once your house is deep cleaned and decluttered, which will happen with this process, you're still going to do a weekly home blessing hour, and it will feel like a housekeeper has been in your home. Okay, so that's what I want you to do today. I want you to think about achieving your goals. I want you to think about being strong. If you're not strong enough, if you need somebody to help you, that's me. You know, I'm a professional. I have done this for many, many years, and I've helped thousands of women. If your dog needed a vet and I was a vet, would you take my advice? So if your home needs help and you need help, and that's what I do, would you take my advice? Would you come over and be mentored by me? Would you invest a little money in yourself and your home? So come on over to patreon.com and sign up as a $6.50 person. That's just to get the videos that I offer you every day, 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. And then send me your telephone number and your name and tell me what you want, and I will help you find a time to be mentored and explain more about it. And if it's for you, then we'll find a time for you, and then you can change your tier to whatever tier we decide on together. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful.